Beatsbysv.com. Oh yes, you already know what time it is. The Rundown with your girl Rocky B each and every Monday right here, 100.9 FM. And as usual, well, not as usual, I got a special guest DJ. Hey DJ, DJ City. You're like the in-house DJ. You're like
your cousin. Cousin just come through in the clutch.
Just come through in the clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why you? What's wrong? Why you talking like that?
Come on, man.
You okay?
I'm not trying to be cool, man. Chip my tooth, man. I
just wanted you to say it. Okay, so you chipped your tooth. How did you chip your tooth, City?
I was eating a Snicker bar. Candy is my demise.
So basically you didn't put in your poly grip.
Wait, can I say something? I'm not supposed to be here yet.
No, go ahead.
But you in your 20s, right?
You in your 20s.
I chipped it again. Mm-hmm.
Again.
I was going to say, because that was a fresh tooth. No. Okay. You was smoking crack last week. Because that crack will loosen up them teeth. Never smoked no crack a day in my life. Crack loosen up your teeth. Curse.
If you don't know this voice.
Sorry.
You're hiding in the rock somewhere, because that is the voice of the infamous Joel James.
How y'all doing?
And Joel, everyone thinks your real name is Joel James. That's so funny to me.
Yeah.
The people that really know your real name is not Joel James.
Yes, Joel Allen.
Joel Allen. So who is Joel James? Where did the James come from?
I made it up because I felt like when Joel Allen, when people call my name, it reminded me of high school. Like, I got in trouble. People will always be like, Joel Allen. Like, it was just reminding me of so much of high school when I started being an entertainer. Mm-hmm. So I made up something. At first it was Joel Jamel, and nobody liked that. They were like, I hate it. And then I did Joel James.
Sound like Jabril.
You're right. I saw
Did you catch that?
I didn't catch it, but I saw I caught it.
You caught it? Okay.
That was way before anybody around here, but I saw a thing about the serial killer bank robber guy, Jesse James. And I was like, Jesse James, Joel James. I wanted a double, and it worked. There you go.
So you got your name from a serial killer.
I got my name from a serial killer. That's why I'm serial killer-esque.
You know how this is Joel all the time. He says something so serious, it makes it so nonchalant. So you're like, wait, what? Am I supposed to laugh, or am I supposed to give you a hug? Like, it's crazy. But listen, you have so much stuff going on. You're like a pillar, okay, in the Rochester community.
A pillar in the community.
Okay, can you say a comedian, a comic pillar? Comedic pillar?
What exactly is a pillar?
A pillar is someone that sets, you lean on a pillar, right? So a pillar is a foundation. So you're basically like a foundation of a pillar, like you establish the comedic culture in Rochester.
Town. Okay, I like that.
Sounds good.
How you doing, pillar? Yeah, you better give me that definition. You are bring out that degree. You are. That ain't no MCC degree right there. That's an IT degree right there. You a lie. Same thing. All of that people go.
No, but you are a comedic staple.
Okay, I like that. I get that.
Comedic staple in the Rochester community. Did you ever expect your career to go this far?
Yeah, I expected to go further than this.
Oh, shit.
Further than, I got my first television debut, but I expect bigger and, all of that, more. Yeah.
So were you always funny?
I was always funny. I started out wanting to be just doing acting and all of that, and everybody's like, oh, you should be a comedian. I was like, I don't want to be a comedian because that's not fly.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't, comedians to me weren't like fly like I've always been, best dressed and all. They make fun of me. I think they're going to show the clip on Heart of the City where I say I was prom king and I was best dressed, and then they were like, oh, you're bringing up high school statistics? Yes, I am, because also high school was 10 years later than me than it was y'all 40-year-olds. So, which is good age to live, but don't laugh at me. But anyways, no, I was I've always been fly, and I didn't associate with comedian with being fly like R&B singers and actors are. But so I think people have opened up the doors for that. Yeah. I seen like Bill Bellamy was the first one who was fly, and I was like, I want to be like Bill Bellamy. You know what I mean? Still be like a fly comedian. Yeah, because you do have your style. Your preppy style. Yeah. You consider your style preppy? What would you consider your style to be? Classic. Talk about it. I like the old school Harlem Renaissance type of black man look, the way we looked. And I like to look like a classic man. Yes, talk about it.
So what was the first joke you ever said? You were like, oh, I'm actually pretty funny. Do you remember your first joke? You're like, yeah, I'm good at this.
The first joke, I think that I used to always like do impressions of people. I'm really good at impressions of people, and I've always done that. And people would always come up to me and be like, do an impression of this person, do an impression of this person, and that was just always my thing. You know, doing so many different voices, or my white girl voice.
Hold on. So do an impression of Rocky. What's can you do an impression?
You know I can do an impression of you all the time.
Okay, what's when you tell me an impression of me?
It's like my version of you and Rihanna is the same thing. It depends what Rocky we talk about. When you first came here, he was on the handstand in the middle of the floor. Or this new Rocky dressed like Michelle Obama. Which one? Because I'm just trying to see what I should wear. Do I got to get in my head? Do I do a split? I'm not doing a split.
Woo, you took it way back. Way back. That was Rocky back in the college days.
Right.
Dirty whining.
The fun girl. Well, you're still fun.
I'm still fun.
Yeah, you're
right?
just reserved.
I'm just reserved.
A little bit more. You're a mom now.
I'm a mom.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Even though I was pregnant for what you said, 5 months.
Yes, you were pregnant for only 5 months. What the hell? This was when the Beyonce is going on here. I don't think she had the baby. I seen your stomach fold from my interview. Pregnant 5 months, all of a sudden they had the baby.
Can we get through this interview without me laughing every 10 seconds? Okay, so it's serious. Okay, so you're impressions of people.
Impressions different.
Okay, what's your impression?
Like, my most classic impression is like my white girl, which is still me. This is me, guys. Like, people think it's so weird that I can like just turn into this like white girl, and I just love that because in a past life I think I was a white girl. I love a white girl. My name's White Girl, and I'm just white. And I get offended by everything that has nothing to do with me. I love Starbucks. And I get offended when they don't have the extra caramel macchiato in my caramel macchiato. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
You know, it's just like,
yo, what the heck just happened?
Like, I just love being different characters and all that. So that's one thing that I'm going to get more into is my acting, and my web series is premiering that day too, where I can just be different characters. You know what I mean?
No, a lot of people say like comedy. A lot of comedians say comedy is their kind of release, like their stress release. Is that therapeutic for you? Is comedy therapeutic for you?
Performing in general is therapeutic. It is so good, especially when you got a good, intimate, small audience.
Right.
But just any type of performing is therapeutic. I think as artists, all of the work that we do, DJing, hosting,
right,
journalism, editing, all those things for everybody in this room. It's when we work as an artist and we're able to release whatever and do a good job, especially when you get like somebody who's really feeling your work.
Yes.
And they really appreciate the time that you put into it. It's amazing. It's rewarding.
But you're kind of a perfectionist when it comes to your craft, because sometimes you don't think you're doing as well as you are doing. Yeah. Where does that stem from? Is that something that's from childhood, or is it like you've always been a perfectionist, or?
I don't know. I you know what? I think I set the bar high for myself. I'm very much in competition for myself, and I've had the room roaring of laughter before. Like I some of those shows I did with Talent at the German House, where people are on the floor falling out their seats, screaming, yelling. So that's what I think that people are always supposed to be doing, and it makes me like, if people aren't like that, then I'm thinking I'm bombing or something. Right. But it's really not. It's like, this is how normal it is supposed to be. Everybody's not going to always be, everything's not going to always hit. So I set the bar high for myself. That makes me like, I did so bad. And everybody's like, what are you talking about?
You
did
amazing.
Great, yeah.
Because you are one of the few people that I think that are just naturally funny. Just naturally funny people. It's not forced, and I always commend you, even when I don't like you. I always say like he's a freaking genius when it comes to his comedy thing. Like, he's just naturally funny, and a lot of people don't have that. You're not forced. This is just you all the time.
Yeah, just
you can tell. Yeah,
because a lot of comedians a lot of comedians are weirdos off stage. They don't speak. They're in the corner. They don't do anything. And then they get on stage and it's like, woo! And I think that that's so crazy because I'm just being myself. Like, Talent is somebody who I was like, okay, I'm normal, because he's himself at all the time. He's always funny. He's always a genius. He's always whatever. And I am, for a while I thought, like, am I weird? Because I'm the only person, like, comedian that I know that is myself
all the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yes. So you say you set the bar high for yourself. What do you think a great comedian? What attributes does a great comedian have? Since you set that
make
bar?
People laugh.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. And I don't think about anything but making people laugh. There's some comedians that y'all love, especially Instagram people who I think are not
horrible,
funny at all. I don't get it, but y'all share them. They have millions of followers. They do all that, and it's not for me to get. And I just scroll to the next one. You know what I mean? I just go to the next video. It's not for me to protest about or do any of that. If you are making people laugh, then you're a great comedian. To me, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Just making people laugh.
Just making. That's what. I
can make people laugh, but I'm not a comedian.
But you're great at whatever you're doing. Are you on stage? Are you whatever you're doing? Like it doesn't like. You're in the place of a comedian? You know what I mean? It's like if you're on stage as a comedian making people laugh, you're a great comedian. It is what it. That's what you know what I mean? That's what you are.
I think you're trying to be a little modest.
I think it's true. That's all you have to do is make people laugh. What is my job as a comedian? It's to make people laugh.
No, but don't comedians have to? Because some comedians write their script.
Yep.
They write it.
Yep.
So you have to follow a certain format to be a great comedian, right? Because there's different. Because Kevin Hart is like his comedy is different than your comedy. Right.
And there's some people who think that Kevin Hart is not funny at all, and they protest against him and they do all that, but he is a great comedian. He is the most successful comedian in the last 10 years. I mean, there's people who would argue about that and still do day to day. He's a great comedian. Right. But there's some people who don't think he's funny even a little bit.
So do you think you're successful? Because you said Kevin Hart is successful. Do you think you're a successful comedian?
Successful at making people laugh? Yes.
Just overall, do you think you're successful right now?
Yeah, I'm successful at what I'm doing. I'm successful at making it happen. I'm not at the level where I want to be, but I think that's not really how I measure it. I don't really am I successful? I don't think about it. I think about my day as goal by goal. I'm such a goal setter. I believe in vision boards and all that. So it's like, did I do this? Did I do that? It's just about accomplishing goals. That's how I decipher where I'm at in my level of success. Yeah.
Woo! I'm just making sure you dig deep.
Yeah, you're getting deep. I'm getting serious.
Real deep. We're going to take a little break when we get back and talk about this Heart of the City competition that you won and what's going to happen next.
Okay.
All right. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. DJ City, we about to rock out. Give him a break because he need to breathe. Oh yes. It's the rundown with your girl Rocky B each and every Monday right here on 100.9 FM. I got my boy DJ City on the ones and twos, and I got the infamous, the comedic staple. You like that staple in the community, Mr. Joel James.
Joel.
Because you are West Indian. Your people are Bahamian, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So it's Joel.
It's Joel.
Like real West Indian.
Like real West Indian.
Do you hear people call you Joel?
I used to hate the Joel thing until I used to work with a guy at Sutherland. He was a manager, and they call him Joel. Some people call him Joel. Some people call him Joel. And I was like, Joel is what he was birthed with.
Right.
And I was like, why don't you correct anybody when they say your name Joel or Joel? He was like, I'm an international guy. I'm all over the country, and they say it different all over. And I was like, me too. Me too. Yeah, I don't mind.
I knew you were. Listen, your aura, like I was saying off air, right? You have a whole different aura with you now. Like, people that know you, because before Joel was very, animated. Like, as soon as he sees you in your face, hi, Joel, I'm here. And now you're just so reserved and Gone with the Wind.
Is that really?
Yes, twirl. You just feel so, you feel like.
Shout out to King Moore.
Yeah.
I love
you get that
Moore.
reference, right? Okay. So, what can we attribute to this new aura, this new Joel? It's so refreshing that you're just so reserved and just taking life, as it comes.
I think
that's how I see it.
I think that maybe I could just I'm on probation. Life is just great. Life is just great all around. Every single thing and every single aspect of my life is really good right now. Really good.
The love life and everything?
Yeah. my love life is good. It's great.
Marriage in the future?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kids?
No kids in the near future at all.
So you want kids?
I want kids. We talked about this before. I just don't want mixed race children, and my girlfriend's Puerto Rican, so I have a hard time with that. I would love some just straight black kids like me and everybody in my family.
Okay, so how does she feel about that?
She knows it. She's okay.
So what are you gonna get? What are you gonna do? Like, you're gonna just like go artificial inseminate? What are you gonna do? Like, she's Puerto Rican, so how are we gonna get?
There's a chance that my kid could come out looking. Eventually I'll grow up. I don't know. I just don't want. I don't want no Ricky Martin.
Okay,
I don't want to hold it. Who's that? I don't want to hold this little baby. Look like J-Lo.
But you love Puerto Ricans though.
Because I used to be Puerto Rican. I think somebody shared my flyer today, and they were like, "Yes, our team Puerto Rican." I was like, "These people still think I'm Puerto Rican." But that's cool. I do love Puerto Rican people, but I don't want no Puerto Rican kids to be mine, stealing stuff from me. Puerto Rican kids steal. Maria, that's your toy.
You keep that in there.
That's your toy, boy. It's Christmas. Get out your book bag. It's Christmas. Maria, stop taking your. Why? Get that. That's your bike, boy. You don't gotta run with it. That's your. It's so sad. Puerto Rican kids steal their own toys.
No, I cannot. Okay, listen. Heart of the city.
Heart of the city. So your event, you have a watch party coming up.
Yep. Watch party June 28th. That's this Friday.
June 28th is
from
Friday.
9 to 11:30.
Yes.
Now, if you know anything of Joel James events, you know it's gonna sell out. You're gonna be standing up if you don't get your ticket right now. So, Heart of the City watch party. So that means it's airing on.
At the same time. Well, it's airing at Comedy Central at 11 o'clock. If you can't make it at 11 o'clock, you know what's been so beautiful is that people who've been out of town and stuff like that, even my friend today, Savan Holt, she bought somebody a ticket. My friend Tanisha Pinkins bought 4 tickets for single moms. Sheree Massey brought somebody a ticket. They don't live in Rochester anymore. Like, there's so much love in this event. People who are just happy for it, and people who see the things that I do for the community and things that are growth in myself and want more. And they're like, just want people to be here, and they're buying people tickets. I think that's incredible if they can't make it. So there's so much love involved in this, and there's a lot of things that are going on that I can't really mention. But for people who will come, I think that it'll be. I think
I want the tea. What do you mean? There's stuff that's going on you can't mention?
Things that I can't mention because I like surprises.
Like Kevin Hart popping up.
No. Don't say that, because Harvey Productions will be emailing me in 5, 4, 3, 2. No, Kevin Hart is not popping up. He is not coming to this.
So how was that experience filming this and being with Kevin Hart? How was that experience?
Being Kevin Hart, that was the second part that we filmed in Hollywood. It was surreal. It was a surreal moment. It was like weird because he's Kevin Hart. He's always himself. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's another thing that we were talking about off air, is like people who are always themselves. I love that. It was just really weird. It was just strange. And then I don't know if you've seen a clip that I got emotional about my father. They asked me about my dad. And I got emotional, almost cried. He had to within 10 minutes of meeting him, he's consoling me. Come on. So that was something that was new for me, because people don't really see me get emotional at all. People who've known my whole life never see me get emotional like that. So that was something that kind of made me feel a little easy, like, oh God, come on.
Right.
Yeah, but it was great. It was surreal. It was great. They treated us really well. We had a very nice hotel. It was nice being with all the comedians and meeting some of them that I think are going to be like lifetime friends.
Joel James, listen.
You are so crazy.
No, you are destined for this. The reason why you get the support you get, and I'm gonna say it, and this is my assumption.
Okay.
Usually my assumptions are pretty correct.
Okay.
I think it's because you started from the mud, and you built your brand, you built your name, and you worked hard. And Rochester, one thing about Rochester respects hard work and grinding and starting from the bottom.
That's exactly what it is.
It wasn't given to you. You worked for this, and that's why everyone is like, yes, like everyone is cheering you on, because we seen it. We seen you grow. That's like, you get in a shop and everyone thinks it's their shop because we seen you built it.
Right.
Like, we seen you built your shop, metaphorically. So it's like, it's our shop.
Right. And I think that it's us together. Like, I feel like this is a moment for all of us, people who've been supporting forever. We've had talks way before Heart of the City about our careers and things that we want to go. And you've interviewed me when you were doing Soul Life magazine 7 years ago. I don't know however long that was ago. But we sat down. That was our first interview we ever had, and we laughed and we talked about the career and things where I wanted to go. So it's this is just a part of it. It's still going to be more. It's still going to be bigger things later on. I'm just enjoying the journey. I'm not like, oh, I made it. This is just a part of the journey. Yeah.
Are you getting hate from other comedians that haven't?
Am I getting hate from other comedians?
Yeah.
I think that some people have switched up on me a little bit, but I think that what I do is just gravitate towards the people who show love. You know, thank God for Yolanda Smiles, who's always, you know, there's never anything. If I have a problem or something, I'm able to call her and she's able to be whatever. And she said, like, I called her when I was telling you I was in New York, and I got a good Comedy Central connect. I got a good Comedy Central connect with a lady that was there, and she was talking about karaoke over there in one corner, and I went up to her and I was like, oh, I need to be invited. Is it a contest? You know, because I do Mariah Carey songs all day. Vision of Love. Oh, 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 oh. That's my part. I do it. Wind it back. And she was like, oh, who's that? And they were introduced, he's going to be on Heart of the City. And she was like, oh my God, yes, I know that. And I was like, okay, yeah, whatever, the fake lady. And she was like, give me your email. I gave her my email. She emailed me the next day. She said, hey, what's your availability? You want to come in and do some promo for Heart of the City? And I was like, who is this lady? I Googled her, and she ended up being like the senior vice president of talent development at Comedy Central.
Shut up.
So I did go into Comedy Central headquarters. They invited me in to do a podcast, one of their top podcasts. And that was one of those moments where I learned that I didn't know who that was. I just was walking up like I normally do.
Yeah.
Had I known who she was, I would have been like, oh, should I go up to her? What should I say? What should I do? Should I do da-da-da-da? The fact that I just thought it was a lady talking about karaoke, I just didn't care. I was myself 100% of the time. And I'm learning these jewels of just being Joel. You know what I mean? Just being me. Just that's what the people love. That's what, you know, what gravitates people towards me.
Right, right. And whoever is going to like it, whoever don't, then
yeah, what I was going to say with Yolanda Smiles, I got gravitated, is that I called Yolanda and I told her about that moment, and she was like, yes, you're opening up doors for us, man. You paved the way. And that's the way she see it, and that's the way a true champion, a true person that can lead with you and go with you sees it. Like, this is, if you know me, you know that you could call me for anything we could do. You know, I'm so real and true to you know what I mean? Like, there is nothing fake about me. I want everybody to excel. You can get on a show, you can do whatever, So, and she knows that. She knows that there's never Joel thinks he's better, because people love to say that. Like, I've always been better. I've always been better than, not say better than other people. I've always been me. I've always been over the top. I've always been, I was prom king. I've always been best dressed. I've always been popping. This is not new for me. No matter what, it's not new for me. You know what the most impressive thing that I feel like I'm better at is the fact that my credit score is like above 720 now. You can't tell me nothing. Woo! Before I get an argument now on Facebook, I told, what is your credit score, lady? Before I respond, just let me know, because if you in the 500s, I got to keep on going. As a matter of fact, you blocked. I don't argue with nobody in the 500s.
Oh, you gonna slam your cup because you serious?
I'm dead serious. That's what make me think I'm better, is my credit score.
Joel, listen, what can people expect from your viewing party?
You can expect it's hosted by Yolanda Smiles. I know wants to host that. I have Kate Wood performing. I have Ilhan performing. I have Shar B performing. Jut is performing. My cousin Justin, and you got 30 minutes of new material for me, and I think
you're coming with new material.
All new material. 30 minutes of all new material.
Because this is the thing about you, right? You can use the same material over and over and over, but it's like your execution is always there's a little remix to it, so it makes it funnier. Like, why am I still laughing at this?
Yeah.
Because you execute it differently. It's just that's just raw talent. That's just God-given talent.
Thank you,
period.
Rocky.
Point blank.
Rocky about to ask me all this now. She about to ask me to borrow $20 after this.
So can I see No, for real. Like, you are, and I say this with such genuineness. Like, you are raw talent.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Period. Point blank.
I also got to plug that my web series web series is premiering the same time as What's your web series called? It's called Joel, and it's so funny. It's a Bernie Mac meets Modern Family. It's with the commercial that I did with the kids. You can't have an ice cream or whatever. Mm-hmm. That is based off of my web series. So it's me and the kids.
So you're Uncle Joel.
I'm Uncle Joel, and it's so good. It's so funny. I just can't wait for people to see it. So it's actually going to be premiering that night at 9:00 before Heart of the City airs on all my social media platforms.
Ooh, so what's next? I heard rumors about you moving somewhere.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out to LA. I'm all over the place. I just really want to, try to get booked and be on tours and different things of that nature. It's just about expanding my brand, really getting them. I want an acting role. I'm ready to get an acting role. My plug in acting is way more than stand-up comedy. I feel like I just miss being an actor. I miss my acting. I miss my characters. I miss all that. So I want an acting role. I think my acting role is also going to make it easier for me to get booked and do tours and stuff. Being the guy from this show is a little bit more easier to get on more.
Heart of the City. Joel James. Watch Party and Comedy Show. June 28th, 9 to 11:30 at Photo City.
Can't wait.
So excited.
Yeah.
Anything else that we should say? I should echo you.
That's it.
Listen, what time is it? Ooh, it is. Oh God, we got 5 more minutes. I'm gonna let my boy DJ City rock out. Thank you, Joel.
Thank you guys so much for having me. It's so much fun.
Always.
Rundown with Rocky. Congratulations on all your success and your endeavors. And you blossomed as well so much.
That's my middle name.
Blossom?
Yeah.
What? Blossom, that was one of my favorite childhood shows.
No one knows that. Rocky B stands for Rocky. Rocky B Steve is Rocky Blossom. Steve is...
Who knew that?
Yeah, that's Rocky B Steve.
And don't you have a Blossom Entertainment or something like that?
Bo Blossom. That's where Bo Blossom came from, my middle name.
Wow.
No one knows that. So that's a little trivia, Rocky trivia. Yes, Blossom.
Do you remember Blossom? Did y'all watch that in the St. Pete's or where we from? I never get it right.
Virgin Islands, St. Croix.
Did y'all watch Blossom?
Yes, we had Blossom. Clarissa explains it all and all that good stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Blossom.
No, we didn't live in huts. We don't live in tiki huts. We had electricity and TV.
Well, not your family. We know you come from the rich people of the island.
Oh, please don't start that rumor. Rocky B, look at your eyes.
Y'all had servants and stuff. Mommy, can you call the servant to change my diaper?
Listen, I will see all of you June 28th at Photo City. Thank you for stopping by, Joel. It's been a pleasure. Always a pleasure. My boy DJ City on the ones and twos. My boy Ashford Films behind the camera is the Run Out With Your Girl Rocky B. Same time. Whenever.
I like that.
She never been on the fly. We take a trip to Dubai. I think she in love with the pie. She might have played it with ice. Say she in love with this life. Wanna run like a motorbike. Wanna know what the cold is like. I want a regular guy. She never been on the fly. We take a trip to Dubai.